for once.
Please don't go in there.
I'm not gonna miss class. I have perfect attendance.
It's your father, Tariq.
I think you should answer it.
Things look a certain way sometimes, and they're really not. Things look a certain way sometimes, and they're really not. So it's going to be really interesting to see how we all play out, how our relationships change over the course of the
understand that Effie is making a double move and that she's conflicted. What's best for the whole team is that Lauren goes down. Lauren is a snitch from Effie's point of view. I don't know that's even really like a question. Lauren wore a wire. She got Kane and Brayden on the wire. Tariq knows about it and he's not going to do anything. And in fact, what he's saying is, you don't understand her. You don't get her. And Effie's like, what's there to get? She wore a wire on you and she was your girlfriend. He has real feelings for that girl. He really, really wants her to survive. Now, what Effie can't see, she can't see that those feelings are also about having to lose Tasha, having to lose Yasmin, having to lose all these people in his life because of what's happened to him. So she's not seeing all of that, but she is feeling that jealousy. So it's kind of a dual motivation. It's the right thing to do, but perhaps the wrong reason. And Effie is trying to save all of them. She's trying to save Kane, she's trying to save Brayden, and she's trying to save herself. Just keep that in mind. Why did Effie look as though she felt guilty about what she did or didn't do to Lauren? She felt very guilty. And I'm just going to say Effie had no bodies on her prior to that. And I'm not going to say that Lauren is dead or not dead. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that whatever Effie's process has been, she doesn't feel great about it because it's not the process necessarily that Brayden or Tariq would have wanted. All that said, I'm not going to say anything about what else may have happened, but I will say this, that there was a reason specifically that song is playing at the end of the episode. For those of you who need to, go back and listen to the song. Episode 9 is really about her, and it starts in episode 8, at the end of 8, but about her realizing she's in love with Tariq, like really in love with Tariq, and what that means for her, and what that means for her compromising some of her own decisions. Okay, the Lauren piece of it, again, a lot of you are asking, well, she's not dead, or she must have been dead, or whatever. Again, this is Tariq's fear. Tariq's fear is why she's in his dream. Okay, so again, and remember, I want to be really clear because BB Live Radio is asking this. Lauren comes to the door. She doesn't actually walk in the room. For those of you who noticed that, he blocks her body and he says, don't come in here, don't come in here. And she's like, of course I'm coming in here. But that is definitely on purpose, all of that.
She got you on tape with Brayden.
How you know this?
Tariq told me.
So he knows and he's letting us ride.
Yeah.
But you're not though.
Okay, you and Tariq, you guys can trust me.
Me and that boy trust a little bit differently. Get the in the car.
See the smoke in the air. Then I came back to my senses.
Did everything you could despite her wearing a wire on you.
Effie, Lauren would have still been alive if she hadn't met me, right?
You're not alone, okay?
I don't want Yasmin to end up like Raina. Me being around her isn't the best way to protect her.
I tried to New Haven to get into these such.
But then you should do something about that. You know, Stansfield, they got a nice robotics program. Just saying. Look, John safe, right? Maybe when you get there. We have to tell him about Lauren.
We're taking that to the grave. What do you want, Tariq?
I want the truth.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mark Dark, and I'm back with another video. If you're new, if you love power, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Like the video and leave your theories, comments, everything down below. Now today when we're talking about Power Book 2 Ghost Season 3, Effie and the truth about Lauren, did she have help fan theory? So down below I want you guys to let me know, did Effie do all of this alone? Of course we saw some new details from the Season 3 official trailer, and if you have not seen my official trailer breakdown, check that video out. That way you can be a little bit more in tune to what's going to be happening in this next upcoming season. And we will be talking more about Power Book 2 Ghost Season 3 this week, so stay tuned for the videos. But let's talk about the topic of discussion. Your girl Effie Did she have help? We know she did not like Lauren at all because she was jealous of the relationship that Tariq had with her. On top of that, Lauren was wearing a wire and she had Brayden and Kane on tape. So, of course, she was a liability. And when you're in the game like Effie and Tariq and all them, when people wear wires, you know, and when they're snitching and stuff like that, we know they don't last at all. It's just a matter of time before they're taken out. And when it comes to things like this in the Power universe, it's not why it happened, it's more of how it happened. And I believe Tariq will have an issue on how all of this went down. And his reaction is going to be a key part of this next upcoming season. Now, we know Brayden, he wanted to tell Tariq the truth, or he wants to. And Effie's like, screw all that. She's willing to take all of this to the grave. She does not want him to know at all. So we know that's not going to last. Tariq is definitely going to find out, and it's not going to end well. Now, in season 2, we saw the beginning of the Effie and Kane connection. She was willing to tell Kane that Lauren was wearing a wire and just letting him know all the details about Lauren, and Tariq not really wanting to do anything about that, right? And a lot of people was pissed off because we know Kane and Tariq does not have the best relationship. On top of that, we know Effie was telling Tariq that she ain't really feeling Kane like that. She was wondering if Kane's going to be in certain areas where she's going to be doing business with the Tejada family. But once she found out about Lauren, wearing that wire from Tariq, she said, screw all that. She had to go to Kane and let him know the truth, right? And it goes to show you that Effie is willing to do whatever it takes to get the job done, especially if someone poses a threat to her or anybody that's close to her, right? And this is one of the reasons why a lot of fans believe Kane could have helped her out. We know that when Tariq had a conversation with Kane about Lauren, you know, he kind of like played it off like, oh, I thought she was messing around with that Effie chick. And he told Tariq that Effie looked good, and Tariq told him to keep his eyes to himself. The crazy part is Kane already knew about Lauren when this conversation happened. He already knew about the wire because Effie already told him, I believe like a few episodes earlier. So he's quite aware on what's going on, but his response to everything was kind of like, oh, it is what it is. He wasn't really thinking too much about it. But did y'all notice Tariq? He was willing, or at least ready, to end Kane if he felt like Kane had anything to do with Lauren. So in his head, he's already thinking like, okay, this guy could have had something to do with it. On top of that, we know earlier on in that episode, Cooper Saxe told Tariq, or at least asked him, could Kane Tejada had anything to do with Lauren being taken out? So in Tariq's head, it's already in there. Like, okay, Kane probably could have done this, right? He's not even thinking Effie had anything to do with it. And once he finds out the truth that Effie was the one that had something to do with it, all hell's going to break loose. We know this. And I asked you guys this question. Do y'all believe Kane had anything to do with helping Effie out? We know in the official trailer, we see Effie pushing the car. We know she was there, and we know she did this. Now, in the trailer, it doesn't seem like anybody is with Effie. It seems like she's by herself, and she's looking very, shocked on what she's done. As Courtney Kemp said, she's never caught a body before, so this is definitely going to get to her because she didn't want to do it, but she felt like she had to do it because of the double motivation of being jealous of Lauren and Tariq's relationship, and we know Lauren wearing that wire, so this is just more of a motive for her to go ahead and get the job done, regardless on how Tariq feels. Now, when it comes to Kane helping out, I'm more like 50-50. I wouldn't put it past Effie for getting any type of help. I mean, we don't know if anybody picks her up or whatever. We haven't seen it yet, but I would not put it past this girl. We know in the trailer we see Effie and Kane once again looking like they're doing business together. I believe the connection will continue to grow, and we're going to see if Kane does end up hooking up with her. That's going to be what everybody's going to be looking for. But Effie has already proved to us time and time again, ever since the original Power, that she's willing to do whatever it takes to get the job done for her and what she wants. And we know she screwed Tariq over. She was the reason why he got kicked out of school in the original Power, and she's told him pretty much business is business. It was never personal. But Tariq decided to continue to mess around with Effie, right? And as I told y'all, it's not why Lauren got taken out, it's how. And Tariq is not going to be happy on how it happened because he's going to be like, man, y'all did all of this behind my back. Y'all didn't tell me y'all did this. Like, really? Like, it's going to be some issues. He already shows you what he's willing to do to Kane if he felt like Kane had anything to do with it. And we know Tariq loved Lauren. We cannot forget about that. This is why he's so pissed off about what happened to her, because he is feeling like, man, everybody that I get close to, I'm losing them. You know what I'm saying? And based off his history alone, he is not trying to be dealing with that type of pain anymore. So for her to be taken out and how she was taken out, that's going to be a problem. Now, we know in the official trailer, Tariq and Effie, they're having a conversation about what really happened, about the truth. And we know that truth will come out. The question is, and I want you guys to let me know what y'all think, how would Tariq handle all of this? We know he's going to get into a fight with Brayden. Of course, he will be pissed off at him for keeping this from him. But I think they will repair whatever issues they have. I think they're going to be good when it's all said and done. But Effie, how will he handle Effie? Will he say, you know what, I got to take you out because you pretty much put all of this together? We know Brayden, he wanted to let Lauren go, but Effie said, screw all that, she got to take her out. So how would Tariq respond to her? I mean, if you're going by logic and you're going by the, the rules of the game as far as, snitching and stuff like that, Lauren technically had to go. You know what I'm saying? Even though Tariq may not like it, she had to go. Just like Tony the Rat Terezi had to go. Just like Lakeisha had to go. I mean, you may not like it, but they're a liability. And, the way it happens is the issue that a lot of the characters in Power have, problems with. Now we're going to see how your boy Tariq's going to deal with this, just like everybody else dealt with it. And I got a feeling it's going to be a banger. I cannot wait to see it. I will say this, Tariq, regardless of what happens, he can never trust Effie at all. He has to watch this girl. She's proved time and time again what she's willing to do. And from now on, if you do decide to mess around with her, it needs to be strictly business. You cannot mess around, getting caught up with her because you're going to get screwed over when it's all said and done. And hey, I'm just basing it off what we've seen from her thus far. And the crazy thing is we still haven't even found out who Effie was working for, who she's connected to. Those are the things that I'm expecting to see in season 3. It was talked about at least last season. I believe Courtney Kemp did mention that we should see more of Effie's story, and more of why she is the way she is. So I can't wait to see it. You guys leave your theories, predictions, leave it all down below. As I told you, I will be dropping more Power Book 2 Ghost videos very soon, so stay tuned for the content. But I want to thank you guys once again for all the love, all the support, and I will catch y'all on the next one. But let me get up on out of here, man. It's your boy Mark Dark. I'm out. Peace.